Good morning, guys. All right, we are ready for Saxon Phonics Lesson 108. So let's see what we're going to learn about today. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to practice putting our alphabet in order, okay? So on the next slide, remember, we're going to put our alphabet in ABC order. But before we do that, let's just kind of warm up with the alphabet. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our initial letter, which is the letter A in the alphabet, and we're going to work all the way through our 26 letters to our final letter, which is the letter Z. So what we're going to do is we're going to punch it out. We're going to say the letter, and then we're going to say the sound. Are you ready? So A, B, B, C, K, D, D, E, F, F, G, G, H, I, J, J, K, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Very good. And I like how you guys are making sure that when you say those sounds, you're cutting them off so we don't accidentally add a behind them. All right, so here is our alphabet letters all mixed up. And we need to start with our initial letter, which is the letter A. Very good. What comes after A? B. Very good. Remember, with that belly facing to the right, facing forward. Then C. Good job. And D. Perfect. Then D. E. Good job. Then F. Where is that F? There he is. And then what's after F? G. Very good. So let's say those letters so far. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Then I, J. Wait a second. What do I need right there? K. Very good. So K, L, M, then N. Very good. O, P, Q, R. Perfect. S, T, U. Very good. V, W, X, Y, Z. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and start with our letter name cards. Are you ready? So I have final syllable T-I-O-N. Then I have digraph U-E, diphthong O-U, combination E-R, trigraph I-G-H, vowel Y, digraph or diphthong O-W, final syllable T-L-E, digraph A-Y, diphthong O-Y. Then what about this one? Digraph EY. What do you think? Digraph AW. Final syllable DLE. Digraph EA. Digraph AU. Combination OR. Combination IR. Combination AR. Digraph AI. Digraph OA, final syllable GLE, combination QU, final syllable BLE, digraph CH, Y, I consonant E, diphthong OI, and final syllable FLE. All right, right here we have toy, oi, diphthong OI, cheese, ch, digraph CH, rain, A, digraph AI, faucet, ah, digraph AU, straw, ah, digraph AW, hay, A, digraph AY, yarn, y, horse, or, combination, or, bird, combination, butter, combination, lotion, shun, final syllable, tion, steak, a, digraph, mouse, ow, diphthong, ou, thread, digraph, thimble, digraph, th, cow, ow, diphthong, ow, shark, sh, digraph, sh, leaf, digraph, light, I, trigraph, igh, key, digraph, candle, dul, final syllable, tle, glue, digraph, ue, soap, o, digraph, oa, hook, digraph, oo, cry, I, vowel, y, star, r, combination, ar, tooth, oo, digraph, oo, oil, oi, diphthong, oi, quilt, qu, combination, q, and candy, vowel, y. Very good. All right, so you're going to echo the words I say and listen for the sound that is the same in each word. Are you ready? Phone, phonics, phrase, photo. You ready? Try it back with me. Phone, phonics, phrase, photo. What did you hear in each of those words? That's right, you heard the sound, which sounds like what letter? The letter F, that's right. But look, you heard the F. But look at these words and tell me what letters you think make that sound. Look, we have phone, phonics, phrase. What letters do you think make that sound? That's right. When you add the P and the H together, that digraph makes the sound, okay? And we call it a digraph because it's two letters that make one sound. So how do we code digraphs? We underline them. That's right. So let's look. We underline P and H because it makes the sound, okay? Then look, we're going to go ahead and code the rest of the word. And this one I have O consonant E, so I have a long O, sneaky E. So I'd sound it out and say own. Over here, I have lots of vowels. So I have that vowel, consonant, vowel pattern. So I'd have to break it apart and say on, ix, phonics. Very good. And then I have phrase, phrase. All right, so when you see this letter card, you're going to say digraph PH, okay? And the picture card we're going to use for digraph PH is phone, because phone starts with that digraph PH and that sound. All right, so let's see. Can you see what we added today? That's right, we added this one down here, and we're going to say digraph PH. And then on our letter cards, do you see it? There it is. So we'll say phone, digraph PH. Good job. All right. So we are actually going to move our letters around, and we're going to take that PH and see if we can spell some words with it, because sometimes PH is at the beginning of words, sometimes it's at the end, okay? So let me move a couple letters around. All right, so I put a blend at the beginning of this word. I put that GR blend, so graph, graph. Very good. All right, I'm going to make a tricky one. All right, what about this one? Oh, it's got O consonant E, so own, phone. Good job. All right, we're going to try one more. All right, let's try this word. Photo, photo. Good job. All right, now that we made some words, we're going to see how we can code some of those words with that digraph.
Go ahead and code some words today. So let's look at our first word. This is actually a compound word, and I see a word I know. I know this word right here is rain. So I'm going to try and break it apart and make sure that's where I break it apart at. We'll check it. So, because I know that AI says A with a silent I. So, rain, and then over here, what do you notice? You've got that O, so oof, proof, rain, proof. Very good. How about down here? Where are your vowels? You've got an I, you've got an E, and you've got a consonant. So usually when I have that vowel, consonant, vowel pattern, remember I'm going to break it apart after that first vowel. So I've got an I, but remember that when we break it apart, that's like a wall. So it's like there's nothing behind there. So it's a long I, sigh, and then the E is in front of the N, which is short, lent. Silent, and then over here, what do you notice? This has O consonant E, so that's going to be a long O, sneaky E. And it also has something new that we talked about today. It's got digraph PH, which remember makes the F sound. It sounds like the letter F. So, own, silent phone. So, rain, proof, and silent phone. All right, you guys did an awesome job. Thank you.
All right, we're going to go ahead and pull out our activity sheet so we can practice using that digraph PH. All right, friends, we're going to go ahead and start today by trying some spelling sounds for at the beginning of our lesson. So let's see, on number 1, we're going to try to make the letter that makes the ch sound. What letters make the ch sound? CH, very good, if I want to spell that ch sound. What about the sh sound? That's right, SH, perfect. What about the d sound? That's right, it's D, but then it's also, it could be ending D or ED. Remember that ED sometimes just makes the D sound. What about the Y sound? Y, good job. What about the W sound? W, awesome. What about the R sound, if I want to spell the R sound? AR, good job. All right, and then what about the OI sound? OI. It could be OI in the middle or beginning, or what could it be at the end? Or OY, good job. What about the sound? E, good job. How about B? And then our last one, how about T, or at the end, remember it could be T or ED. Okay, on number 11, we're going to try a tricky one. We're going to try to spell the word right, but this is like the direction, like I want to say I need to go right or left. So that type of right, we say R, very good. Then we have that I sound in the middle, and it's that trigraph, IGH, and then T, very good. All right, what about sick? Sick, I have S, very good. Then I, and then k at the end. Now it's a k at the end, but it's after a short I, so I'm going to use CK. All right, we're going to come over to number 13, and we're going to try to spell the word phone. What do you hear on phone? It's the one that starts with that PH. Remember, it's our card for PH. So, O, very good. Then N, and then
since it's a long O, it's got to have a sneaky E at the end to make it long. How about graph? Graph. Grr. G-R. Grr. Ah. A, and then that F sound at the end. P-H. Good job. How about phonics? We see this word a lot because of Saxon. It starts with that P-H, then O, and then N, I, X, and then the C and the S. Good job. All right, we're going to try to code a couple words, okay? Look at our first one. What do you notice? I've got an A consonant E, so it's going to be a long A and a sneaky E, okay? And then I have that PH, so I have A's. Now listen to that S. A's. It's going to be like a Z, so I need to mark it. So phase. What about our next word? What do you notice? Well, I've got that PH. Okay. What else do I have? I've got combination ER, and I've got over here though, look, I had vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. So I have to break it apart because that's two separate syllables. So that O is now going to be open and long. So G-O, and then F-er. Go, fur. Very good. All right, what about our next word? Where are my vowels? I've got an O and an A. Look here, though. I've got consonant, consonant, consonant in between it. Now, remember, though, when we have that vowel, consonant, 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 the three consonants in the middle, there are certain letters that go together. Well, I know that PH goes together, so I'm not going to break it apart. I'm going to break it apart in front of it. So now I've got an O in front of an R, which is that OR combination. I've got that PH, which says F. So orf, and then this should be a short A, but look what happens. Orfan. Orphan. Does that sound right? No, this is one of those tricky A's, that schwa sound, so we're going to make it upside down. Orphan. Okay? What about the next word? Where do you see your vowels? I've got an A consonant E again, okay? So that means it's going to be a long A, sneaky E. And when we have that A-S-E at the end, that S is always going to make that Z sound, okay? And then I've got that digraph I need to underline. So, A's, A's, phrase. All right. And our next word, I've got O, I, and I've got that triple consonant in the middle again. But like we said, we're going to keep that PH together, so I know I'm going to break it apart before then. So I've got an O in front of an L, so it's short, D-all. I've got an I in front of an N, so it's short, so dolphin. Dolphin, very good. So we're going to mark the dolphin. All right, we are not going to code these last 5 words today because I want us to go ahead and turn over so we can practice this passage, okay? Now this passage, we're going to highlight the words that are sight words, and I'm going to help sound out the other ones, okay? So, oh, this is a sight word. Phonics. Phonics class. Our phonics class got to go to the zoo today for doing so well on our spelling test. We stayed most of the day. There were gophers living inside a pen. I loved the big, strong tigers with yellow stripes. The best show we saw was the dolphins. They had so much talent. There was a male dolphin, Phil, and a female dolphin, Hazel. Hazel could speak on the phone. She looked so smart. Phil had learned his ABCs and could point to the letters the trainer named. Phil and Hazel even sang, Phil and Hazel could both jump over a rope. They each got a trophy for this trick. They even sang for us at the end. We had to leave at 2 o'clock, but our teacher, Miss Jones, said that someday we might go back. So look at all those sight words. So why did the phonics class get to go to the zoo? So it says they did well on a test. Okay, what lived inside a pen? So we have to go all the way up to the top, remember? So inside a pen, what was it? Gophers living inside the pen. Okay, who was Hazel? A gopher, my teacher, or a dolphin? A dolphin. Hazel and Phil were dolphins. Name one trick that Phil did. So let's look up at Phil. It said Phil had learned his ABCs. So we could say he learned his ABCs. Very good. All right, you guys have done an awesome job. I'll see you tomorrow.